Hello everybody, my name is Jagiero and welcome back to another episode on the AfterLife SMP server. In the last episode, I decided to build a shop to sell all the bones that I'm getting from my skeleton grinder, and I decided to go with a shipwreck theme with a big sleepy-eyed skull on the top, and I decided to call it Captain Jag's Salty Skellebones. And since then, there has been a few shenanigans in this shop, because as you can see over here, in the last episode, I placed a wondrous little pretty decoration block right there. The dragon egg has gone. Someone's stolen it, okay? And I say stolen because it was mine, okay? Because have you never heard of the legal foundation of finders keepers? I found it, I was keeping it, and someone's taking it. Scoundrels. Shenanigans on the server. Scandalous shenanigans. While I'm here, let's check all the profits that we've made from this shop so far, because it's been open a while now. Okay, so first off, the lag is back. Excellent. First off, we've sold no arrows. That's fine because they're just like a supplement item that you can buy, because obviously this is a bone shop. So let's have a look at the bones. None of those are sold. Let me put on my armor just quickly there. I always take it off for the intros because I love the lovely little skin that I have now. Okay, fine. No arrows. That's okay. Again, bone blocks is always going to be the major seller in this shop. So lag, hello. Okay, that's fine because the center block is not the one you go first. You always go to the right when you enter the shop. Yeah, so this one should have plenty in it if the lag will get. There we go. Okay. Okay. That's fine. That's not a problem. People, maybe they don't know about the shop. Maybe I have to do some sort of advertising. What is this stupid, weird glitch that keeps happening now in Minecraft, right? This stupid thing. You right click, and then a second later, all of a sudden, your like arm swings off. I'm going mad. Okay, so what I want to do is I have another shop over here that I shall check the profits in there for, because we're bound to have made some profits from that shop, surely. Okay, let's have a check. Okay, let's have a look and a check at the same time. It's a truck. Okay, so the string, 1 diamond per stack. That is a great deal. That's okay. Spider eyes are never going to sell. I think I've sold 1 stack, and that was probably out of pity. So what about the cop? Okay, we've actually made a couple of diamonds. Sweet. I thought I had more in here. That's okay. Maybe I didn't. I actually do have a bunch more of those back at the starter house, maybe. Okay, so I can restock those, but that's not exactly priority since we've only made 2 sales anyway. Okay, speaking of the starter house, I've not made any changes to the starter house whatsoever. I just wanted that for a transition. Okay, but I have got my head. Okay, I have Jagiero's head. And do you know why? No, I don't know either. I just thought it would be funny. I just wanted to see what it looked like. I like that. That's pretty cool. There's like unique playheads and stuff. It's pretty freaky. I don't mind that. Okay, so today we're going to sleep. And then I'm going to show you something over here, okay? So as you can see, I've set up a little bit of a shape for a build here. This is just so I could get it right before I started. And I actually even got this wrong several times. What I've done around this area is I've just terraformed it a little bit. And obviously it's kind of flat and boring, but don't worry, we're going to cover this area with some stuff that should make it look a little more interesting. So what's going to happen is you're going to come out of this building, which is going to be, I should probably tell you, it's going to be a watermill. So over here, we will have a big water wheel in, the water, and then that's going to power a mill that's going to grind down some wheat and make flour. Is flour in the game? No, but, just use your imagination, okay? So over here, what's going to happen is we're going to have a wheat field. So you'll come out of the build here. Don't really know where the door is. Maybe here. You're going to come out here, and there's going to be a little path. And on one side of the path, I said path originally, and I meant path. On this side of the path, there's going to be a wheat field going all the way up to the water. And yeah, it's going to be quite a large wheat field, I feel like. And then on this side, we're going to have the carrots and beetroot and... Do I even have any potatoes? I don't think I do. That's okay. Maybe I'll find some. So we're going to have the other different types of crops on this side, essentially, and wheat on this side, because I'm kind of sick of it being over that sort of side. It's a little bit crappy. You can't really see it. In fact, even if I zoom, can you see it? Just there. Just there. Okay. It's a bit crappy over there, so I'd like to move it and have it over here, and then have a building for the reasoning of why it's over here. Okay, let's get started. So I'm going to start with a bunch of dark oak. Was that 4? I think that's 4. It's supposed to be 5, like so. And we're going to be quite sparse with the dark oak on the sort of bottom floor of it, because most of it is going to be this stone. Now, what I've done down here, you can see, I've got stone bricks at the bottom. And then going up, we're going to transition to some smooth stone and some cobble, because I feel like that gives it a more of a sort of weathered effect, whereas the actual stone bricks, they look kind of like more structurally sound, and I don't really want that. I want it to be a little bit rickety, that sort of thing. So I'm just going to do these a bit random, and then I'm going to strip these. We're going to go with dark oak stripped logs, much like we've done over... That was the wrong key. Where's the zoom key? There. Much like we've done over on the castle, because I'd like to have elements of the castle moved over to the build around, you know, the castle area. So, like, for instance, we've got the dark oak roof. We're going to have the dark oak roof on this one, and that ties in with the dark oak that we've used over there. So... where the castle is more about stone and this nether brick roof and then the bluey purpliness of the blue terracotta, those elements won't necessarily be part of this build, stone a little bit, but the rest of it, you know, we're going to take some of those little details. All right, so I'm just going to build up this. Essentially, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 3, lag, 4, 5. That wasn't even lag, that was just making stupid. Like so, and then the walls are going to be 4 high, and then once I've done that, I'll just build up the structure from there. Alright, now I'm just following along the edge and adding an extra row of these logs at the top here. I should have mentioned, I've done this, I've tried to make it quite an interesting shape, okay, because I'm sick of doing just square houses, you know, so I've tried to essentially just stick a few blocks together, a few like squares and rectangles and stuff shapes together, just to make something a little more interesting than what I normally do, because even I am becoming aware that I'm getting a little bit boring in my building style, I feel like. So we're going to go with something a little bit different today. Okay, so I'm just going to strip all of these logs that I placed here. Then on the corners, we're going to have these trapdoors just to sort of hide it a little bit. And then we'll get a spruce slab underneath there, and hopefully that should look a little more interesting. Okay, so now that we've got that going all the way around, by the way, this is going to be like a balcony area, and then there's going to be another one on the other side as well. What I'm doing now is just building these stairs up to this top section, and I'm just using the solid dark oak, not planks, logs. They're like 4-sided log things. Ooh, how does that work out? We'll have a look. Okay, and then just stripping them. Like so, and then I'm going to use some dark oak fences for the top. Don't really know how that's going to work out. We'll just do that for now. So you come up to the top, and then they'll have a door into the top section there. It looks a bit plain down here, doesn't it? Let's fix that by doing that, I guess. And then stripping them, and then just putting these on as well. Should we do it on all of them? Why not? Yeah, I mean, that looks fine. So now that we have a way up to the top, what I'm going to do is from here, so we're going to have another balcony on this section, but these are actually going to be... Okay, I haven't really figured that part out yet, but we'll figure something for that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build up the rest of the frame with the wood. So we're going to go up from each of the corners, for instance, there, to there, to there. there. Perfect transition. That didn't take me 3 attempts at all. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just strip these. So you can see we're adding quite a lot of height to this. Now, this building is going to be quite large. Okay, let me just take a step back over here. Compared to the Hagrid groundskeeper hut over here, this is going to be quite big. Because it's going to have like a fantasy style roof that like flips up kind of thing. And like quite a steep curve. Okay, that'll be fine. That'll be fine. I think it'll fit in the landscape. In the grand scheme of things, I think it's going to look okay. Okay, so what I've done now is I've just done another layer of these stripped dark oak logs on top of the walls. Now, I haven't been able to do it here because I believe this is going to be part of the floor, whereas these ones are not. So, yeah, the reason they're not going to be part of the floor is because they're going to be walls. So the walls for the edges of the windows, like at these sections here and there. For the outer, like, corner ones, I'm going to actually use some barrels. So incorporating barrels into the walls. And we'll go up to 4, I think. So 1, 2, 3. Because this is a middle section, I'm not going to use the barrel. Because of the outer one, use a barrel. And then on this one, barrel. And then, yeah, just using one. Whenever it's a corner, after I figure out I'll use the barrel. And then for the middle ones, I'll just leave it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Because it's a middle section. Oh, how does this work out? Well, I'll have to play around and we'll see, yeah? So there you can see what it looks like with the barrels incorporated into the walls. I think they go pretty well. It does actually go a little bit better with stripped spruce logs. But because I've used the stripped dark oak for the corners, it sort of blended in too much. So I've gone with the spruce planks. Not something I would normally use, but in this case, it's actually worked quite well. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to add these little details. Ooh, nearly came off there. That's fine. Details like the stairs, and then we'll go at the top as well. Okay, so this is going to be doorway here. So we're going to 1, 2, and above the doorway that. This is going to be a window, so we'll have that. 1, 2, there, and then how do I... Okay, and then above here we'll just use some stripped oak. And check out what that looks like. Yeah, I think that'll work. Obviously, I need to put that stair back, and then we'll probably use some dark oak fences underneath those as well. Where can I get a lantern in here? That would be nice. Maybe on the stairway? I'll have a play around anyway. And I've just made it to 200 sleeps. Nice. Nice round figure there. Just what I like. Okay, so as you can see, I've detailed it out a little bit here, and I'm just adding a few more little bits, such as the, what do you call this, stairs at the bottom of these posts here. Oh, and I also need a bunch here as well, like that. Not oak trapdoors, I want the other ones. Fine. My inventory is a disaster right now, that's okay. Like that. Is that enough, do you think? I feel that looks okay. I might just add these on the bottom there. Yeah. Do I have any walls on me? Okay, no, I don't. So what I want to do is I actually would like to have some walls above these bits here. So they look like they're kind of like pins like being rammed through. In fact, let's have those at the bottom underneath, maybe. Okay, yeah, and I could add... hello. I could add a few of them around the place just to add a little something. Yeah, okay. Alright, so I'm just working on the actual wheel for the watermill here, and it's quite frustrating bobbing about in the water, but I'm going to try my best to not swear. I feel like that's a losing battle from the start. Okay, so I need to make a few modifications to the interior because I've gone 1 block too higher. I forgot in my creative world, the entire build is on the level of the water. So... I swear, I'm not stupid. I'm pretty stupid. Ooh. Nice. I think he's streaming right now, so that should be hopefully a funny highlight. Oh dear. I would go help him, but because I don't have an elytra, like, it's very difficult for me to, like, get around to people's bases and stuff. Plus, I literally don't know where anyone is. So that doesn't help. That's my excuse, anyway. Did I mention, by the way, that I'd done a second staircase on this side of the house as well? I don't know. It's not even a house. Why am I calling it a house? It isn't a house. Kind of a house. Okay, so let's get around the back here. Now, what I want to do is... I'm so glad I didn't fall down there. This is a watermill, and this is water wheel for a watermill. Okay, and they have, like... They have, like, blades on them that, like, catch themselves in the water, sort of thing. And I've got to try and figure out how the hell to do that. So what I've come up with is using the stairs to create like pockets where the water can get caught into. I don't know how do I make it look like that's a thing. I don't know yet. I'll figure something out. Okay, so I think I figured out this sort of blade system. So you have like this curved section here to catch the water, then a bit here, and then if I can get down without falling in, there's a bit here, all the way around. So hopefully that looks realistic enough. Well, I'm going for it anyway. So all I need to do now is just add a few bunch of small details, like a bunch of buttons and trapdoors and that sort of thing. Alright, so I'm just getting a better view of it from here. I feel like this is going to work. I feel like it looks alright. What I might do is try and add a little bit of water. Do I have a bucket on me? I do, okay. Now, this could fail spectacularly. I feel like maybe if we had it coming out of this block here, I just don't want it to spill out over the sides. Okay, that could work. Let's just take a look from back here. What is with boats today? The juddery as hell. Alright, yeah. Honestly, with, like, mechanics of this, I don't know if the water would be coming out of that way. Would it, like, lift... Would it... Wait, if... I think I might have my blades the wrong way around. I don't care. It's fine. That works, okay? It's Minecraft. It's not real life. It's fine. It's fine. I might fix it later. Right, let's move on to the roof, okay? So I've got it starting just at the top of this wall section here, and we're going to use these dark oak stairs. I was about to say fences, they are stairs, and then logs. And I'm not going to strip them, I'm just going to leave them as they are. So I'm going with logs instead of the planks. So we're going to have some stairs, then a log, and then some stairs, and then a log, and then stairs. And guess what's after that? It's going to be a log. I know, you're so shocked. Some stairs, and are we at the center yet? Yes, we are. Right, so what I'm going to do here is do a flat stair, log, stair, stair, and do I have a slab? Of course I don't. I would normally have a slab on top of that, okay? So let's just go down from this section, log, stair, stair, log. That's wrong. Stair, stair. Log, stair. Okay, so let's take a look at this, and I still don't have feather falling 4, so I have to be slightly careful. Why don't I just get feather falling 4? I don't know. I need Death Strider, I need feather falling 4. Anyway, yeah, I'm liking that. So it's not like a proper full kind of curve, but yeah, that's going to work out for this. And on the actual balcony sections, okay, so on the other balcony section where the wheel is, it's actually slightly wider. So I'm going to need to modify that slightly to make it come up to the same height. Yeah, this could work. Okay, so I'm just going to do that sort of roof for most of these sections. See, that's the same width. We're going to have one up here, and then another one up here, and then on this side, and then hopefully they'll all connect together nicely. Spoiler alert, they won't. Okay, so that should give you a better idea of the sort of size of this this build. It's looking pretty nice. I like that. I don't normally build with this sort of style of roof, so it's interesting to get into that. What I want to do now is just, I want to fill in this gap here and just show you exactly how I'm doing that. We're going to have a little window up at the top. But first, let's go for 2 of these stripped dark oak logs there. And then, ooh, how do I make this work? Don't know. We'll do that, and then hopefully that should link up with that. Maybe? We'll go for it. And then we'll do some oak all the way up to the top. So as long as it's behind that one, that stair there, that should be fine. 1, 2, 3. Strip those. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now, how do we work this? Okay, so we're going to have a window here. So let's do that. And then we'll do 1, 2. That there. Okay. Let me just build this up. Like so. And yeah, I guess we could just stick a dark oak there and strip it. That should look pretty cool. Do I have any fences? I do. Very nice. So let's stick that in the window and let's get down there and have a look. Okay, yeah. I mean, it's missing a few details. Like, I'm going to use some fences and stuff on each of these edges. But yeah, it's pretty simple, but that kind of works. Okay, so I'm going to do that for the rest of them. Alrighty then, so technically I think the roof is now done. I'm just looking for anything that I've missed, any like fences in the windows, anything like that. Oh, I need a flower for there, yeah. Do I have anything? I could use a lantern. No, okay, that's fine. I've got lanterns on the top edges of those as well, from the corners. That looks pretty decent. I could put lanterns on here as well, but I don't know if it's necessary. No, I'm going to leave it for now. I feel like there'll be enough. Oh, let's do it. I don't want to oversaturate the lanterns too much, but let's put them on these because I don't want mobs spawning. These mobs spawn on my roof constantly, and it seems to be always right above my bed and doesn't let me sleep. That's the only reason I'm losing the race for top sleeper. I swear that's all it is. It's nothing to do with the fact that other people are into the 300s. It's fine. Okay, so if I just put this on there and that on there. Is that it? I think that's it. Oh. One moment. Okay, so I think now it's done. Okay, so let's take a look at this from below. If I can get down safely. Oh. Lovely. Okay, yeah, I'm happy. I'm very happy with this. Now, roofs are something that I really, really struggle with. So actually, this has gone rather well. It's quite different, you know, they've got all the different boxes and stuff just jammed together, and it kind of works. Like, it's quite interesting seeing these two roofs offset from each other, and then having that in the background, and then having, like, the side bits to it. That's quite nice. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, so we've still got a lot more work to do, though, sadly. A lot of work to do on the interior, and then a little something on the outside as well. Oh, and then a big wheat field, and some carrots, and yeah, there's a lot to do. So first off, I'm just building the actual mechanism. So we have the wheel attached to this shaft here that's resting on this thing here, and then we're going to have little fence post things and then fence gates on the sides, just because fence gates are kind of the only thing that stick out sideways other than like what, end rods, and that's obviously not going to look very nice. Have I got a little trapdoor? Excellent, very good. And then for it to connect to, so the grinder is going to be this mechanism here, so we need this to spin. So what is going to happen is we're going to have these prongs here, like so. So when this spins, it will then push this thing around, and it will make the grinder turn from the bottom. Okay? Applying real-world mechanics to Minecraft. Just imagine it's that way, okay? It just don't try to make it make sense. It makes Minecraft sense. Now for the actual grinder itself, okay? So we're just going to start with, we're going to have 2 discs that are then grinding against each other, and they have the grain fed into them. And essentially the flour just gets all ground up, into flour, okay? So have that. I want to try something there, at the bottom here. I don't know if this is going to work at all. Like that, like some sort of extra mechanical. Yeah, why not? It'll do. It's fine. So let's do the top disc for now. Now I'm going to use stone brick stairs for the top disc, just to sort of differentiate it a little bit from the other one. And I want a little bit here. So this is like going to be an opening. And I'll show you why in a moment. Do that all the way around. Like so. And then we'll have a... Let's go with a composter. I was going to use a cauldron. But let's try a composter. I think it looks more agricultural, should we say. Have a hopper into that. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So, like, the flour would then come out of this opening and into the composter. Yeah, okay. So let's go up to the top section. And this was a mob farm a few minutes ago, but it's fixed now. It's fine. Let's have a cauldron in there then. Let's see what that looks like. Okay. Now, what they do is they have a rope system from the bottom to the top of the mill. So what they do is they tie a bag of grain onto the rope. They then pull it all the way to the top, and they pour it into the grinder. That's what actually happens in an actual mill. And they actually call it a hopper at the top as well. So that's a thing I was quite amused by. I don't know why, because I understand that a hopper is an actual thing in real life, you know. Okay. Something like that? I don't know. Maybe. What does that look like from below? Okay. Yeah, that's not too bad. I could either have it like that or have another cauldron at the top. Nah. I'm not going to get too far into this. Let's just leave it like that and call it done. Alrighty, so I've got this all set up here as a nice little wheat field, or well, I was going to say a large wheat field, but maybe not quite large, but considering that the one I had over there only gave me about 45 wheat per harvest, this one's considerably larger than that one. Okay, so once this is all grown in, that's going to look real nice. And I've got this nice retaining wall here. I terraformed the land earlier on just to go around this area, just for this particular purpose. And I think it looks pretty cool. You know, I could use this elsewhere along this sort of land. Because what I really need to do is tie in the area around here with everything else, essentially. Like, I'm not even entirely sure what to do here. Maybe have some kind of, like, fishing dock? That could be quite interesting. Maybe something like that. I'll have to have a think about it anyway. And I can have this retaining wall, instead of ending there, maybe bring it around here I don't know. I'll have a think about it. Anyway, the point is, it looks nice, I think. So over here, I've just placed a bunch of hay bales, just as decoration, because this area is a bit plain. I'm going to get some more grass, like the actual grass. Those bits. Yeah, ferns and stuff over here. And then up here, I placed some wheat, some hay bales down here as well. Looks pretty cool. Some barrels. Now up here, I'm going to do the special trick. Okay, this is something I'm going to teach you all. Okay, you're gonna learn something, right? Check this out. Okay, so campfire. Okay, you've all seen this. That's placed the wrong way. Oh, I forgot it does. That. That's fine. Okay, just make this more complicated. It's fine. Okay, so you don't know about this, okay? Because of all this smoke, obviously, the fire, not supposed to be there, is it? No. So what you do is, you use a bucket of water. No, you don't. You use a shovel to put them out. But you didn't even know that. I obviously knew that. I knew that way before Wintertooth told me and everyone else the other day, because he was laughing at everyone else not knowing it. I totally knew about it though, of course, because after all,
I'm Batman.
I know this video has gone long, and I'm sorry, but I really want to just squeeze in this last little build here. This is a grain silo that I've built on this hill. So this is where they would store the wheat that they've harvested, and I've done this little like platform going around it and a way up using trapdoors backwards with a ladder on the back of them. And I think that looks really cool. I really would like freestanding ladders in Minecraft, like 3D ladders. I think they could look really cool, but I won't hold my breath waiting for that one. So got this like platform here with these safety barriers around it, and then you can get up to the top where you would pour in the wheat that you've harvested. So this is sand. I mean grain. That's definitely grain there, not sand. Don't question it. It's fine. We get to the bottom here, and you would just flip up this and let the grain pour out into whatever you're storing it in, be it a barrel, a composter, or a bag. A bag, ideally, but we don't have bags. Then you would take it past the wheat fields, which look really cool. Really like them. Into the building, where you would tie the bag to this rope and then shout at someone at the top to pull it up all the way through past this floor to the top, where they would unhook it or whatever, and then pour it into here, into the grinder down here, where it would be ground up into flour, which they then put into this storage thing. Yes. And then I can sell it to Blonde Skunk for his bakery in the shopping district. Excellent. Another way to make some diamond. Wait, flour doesn't actually exist in Minecraft. Okay. Another plan thwarted. Okay, so I haven't really decorated in here just yet. I will do, hopefully, before next episode. I don't really know what to do. I'm sick of doing things like bookshelves and tables and chairs and stuff. I don't think that would work in here, because why would you have books in here? I'll have a think about that. I'll have a bit of a play around. But let's go outside and take a look at it from out here. And I love this. I really like this. This might be my favorite build I've done, maybe. I think it could be. I've really enjoyed doing it as well. It's been really fun just working out all the details of like the shape of it, or these like different boxes and stuff that I've just connected together, and then making the roof look, workable, I guess. And then, yeah, it's been a lot of fun, and it's turned out really nicely. I like this balcony. I like these stairs. I like, especially from this view, I like it because you can see the edge of these roofs here, and then it steps back to do this one, and then you've got this bit behind it, and then behind that you've got this curved long section of roof there. I think it looks really nice. I've really enjoyed doing this. I've had a lot of fun, and it's turned out really nice. And I made a really long video. And also, by the way, I'm not actually Batman, okay? I confess. I'm Bruce Wayne. So, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, leave a comment, and if you'd like to see more, click the subscribe button. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.